It's late. The house is finally quiet. Dishes are drying in the rack and the kids are asleep. You're sitting at the table, with a laptop open and your banking app glowing on your phone. Bills are spread out like evidence. A property tax notice, a medical insurance statement, a childcare invoice, and a student loan email. You stare at the numbers and think, how are we making good money and still broke? Your household income is $110,000 a year. That used to mean something. That used to mean stability. Now it just means you're one random expense away from panic. Tonight, we're going to follow one normal working family for 1 year. Not rich, not reckless, just average people trying to survive the system. Meet the Anderson family. 2 working parents, 2 kids, a modest house, normal jobs, normal dreams. On paper, they're doing well. In real life, they're exhausted. January, the paycheck illusion. Mike checks his first paycheck of the year. Gross pay looks decent, but the deposit is much smaller. By the time taxes, mandatory deductions, and health insurance are taken out, nearly 1/3 of his income disappears before it even hits his account. Same story for Sarah. 2 paychecks, 2 big deductions. 2 people wondering why working harder doesn't feel like moving forward. They bring home far less than they earn, and this is before a single bill is paid. February, the cost of simply existing. Property taxes show up in the mail. A bill that exists only because they own a home, not because they upgraded, not because they splurged, just because they exist in a system that charges you rent to live on land you already paid for. Their housing cost now eats over 1/3 of their take-home pay. No vacations, no luxuries, just shelter. March, the refund trap. Tax season arrives. They get a refund. For a moment, it feels like a small win. But the money is already spoken for. Past grocery debt, the winter heating bill, kids' clothes, and an emergency fund that never quite grows. The refund doesn't change their life. It just patches holes that never stop opening. April, the childcare tax nobody talks about. Both parents work full-time, so both kids need care. One is in full-time daycare, the other needs after-school supervision. Together, childcare costs them more than some people's rent. This isn't optional. This is the price of being allowed to go to work. The monthly reality check. Now the real math starts to hurt. After taxes, health insurance, and childcare, they're left with just enough for the mortgage, cars, fuel, utilities, food, and student loans. At the end of every month, almost nothing. There's no room for mistakes, no buffer, just survival mode. The year of something broke. And then real life happens. First the air conditioner fails. Then the kids need dental work. Then the car needs repairs. Then another car breaks down. None of this is luxury spending. This is maintenance of basic life. Every repair becomes debt. Every emergency becomes a payment plan. And every problem adds another monthly obligation. They're not buying toys. They're financing survival. The invisible drain. Now stack on top taxes on fuel, fees on phone bills, sales tax on everything, registration fees, and insurance increases. Little amounts, constantly, quietly. These tiny drains add up to hundreds per month. The family isn't bad with money. The system is built to bleed working households slowly. The bigger picture no one explains. Here's the part nobody tells you. The system used to lean more on corporations and extreme wealth. Now it leans heavily on workers. People who earn money through paychecks carry the heaviest burden, while people who earn money through assets and investments carry far less. So if you work for your money, you pay more. If your money works for you, you pay less. That's not a mistake. That's design. December, the end of the year reality. After 12 months of working nonstop, they're still in debt. Their savings barely exists. They're more tired than hopeful. A small raise comes in, but costs rise faster. Their income goes up, their buying power goes down. They are running on a treadmill that speeds up every year. The truth no one wants to admit. This isn't about budgeting better. This isn't about skipping coffee. This isn't about working harder. The numbers don't work for working families anymore. The system is structured to extract maximum effort and return minimum stability, then blame individuals for struggling inside it. Final message. If you feel stuck even though you're doing everything right, if you feel like your income rises but your life doesn't, if you're always one expense away from stress, that's not failure. That's design. The problem isn't you. The problem is the math of the system itself. And until people stop blaming themselves and start questioning the structure,